Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful, foggy fall Minnesota day. For those of you who are new here, I have spent the past year fishing and exploring lakes that might not contain any fish. Now you might be thinking, why might a lake not contain any fish? And well, that's a very good question, especially if you're from the south, where most every lake, pond, canal, or pothole would hold fish. But here in Minnesota, in the winter, we get ice, and that ice can be very detrimental to lakes, or shall I say the fish in those lakes. Most years we get upwards of 3 feet of ice, and when a lake may only be 4 to 5 feet deep, there's not a lot of water left over for those fish to survive. And during really long, cold, harsh winters, it's possible the oxygen levels become depleted. So how does that tie into today's video? Well, today I'm heading back to one of the very first lakes that I decided to check out when I began this challenge. And at that time, nearly a year ago, we got into some fish. And by my definition, this lake we're headed to today was a true hidden gem. So I'm heading back to it, and the goal is to catch some pike using a fly rod, something I've never done before. In fact, I've never used a fly rod on a kayak. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve as we venture out in this foggy weather. So as is typical with most of these videos where we're heading back to these backwoods lakes, shallow lakes that might not contain any fish, we're going down a logging road. We've gotten a lot of rain, and as you can see, it's still kind of raining, foggy, kind of gross weather. Sun's just starting to poke up, but a lot of potholes, a lot of mud, a lot of water. It's gonna be an adventure. It's been a while since I've been back on this road, so I don't quite remember what we're getting into. I do remember it wasn't the easiest to access, which is good because that tells me most people aren't fishing this lake. And usually when people aren't fishing a lake and that lake holds fish, those fish are fired up and they're eager to take a bait. So I'm hoping they're gonna be eager to take a fly today. Like I said, something I have never done. Never caught a pike on a fly rod, and I've never fly fished out of my kayak. So we're gonna see if we can check off those 2 boxes today. We just made the final turn, or what was almost one of the final turns off this logging road. Now we're on what's probably the last safe road to drive the truck on. A bit too narrow to have a vehicle pass, so hopefully at this point we don't run into anyone head on. We got about a half mile to go down here, and then it's gonna split off and things are gonna get real interesting. You're probably like, what the heck, why does he all of a sudden randomly have orange on? And well, just came across a group of 3 grouse. I fired 3 shots at them right as they flew up. There's still a ton of leaves on the trees, so it was really tough, and I missed all 3 shots. It's kind of how it goes with small game hunting. It's the perk of going back to these lakes in the middle of nowhere, is you can potentially bag some bonus game on your way to and from these spots. So far today though, I haven't been successful, but it's part of the fun, part of the adventure. For those of you who don't know, grouse are kind of like really small wild chickens. I don't know how else to describe them. They're not the smartest of animals. Usually you can get pretty close to them, but once they fly up really fast, and they can be hard to hit, as is the case today. Road's getting narrower. Oofta. Oofta, Minnesota. Oh, and I remember this. This is the split where we have to go that way. The road keeps going that way. And this is where things may get real interesting. Oh my goodness, I'm slipping and sliding on the mud. Oh. Yikes. This is where we're gonna get stuck, if we're gonna get stuck. Or we're gonna run into a 4-wheeler or something and he's gonna be like, what the heck are you doing in here? Oh, this is one of those videos where I hope you guys enjoy the adventure. And I should probably double check I'm going the right way. Yeah, it looks like we're going the right way. Okay, we just came out to a clearing and there's so few tracks that I don't quite know where the road goes. I think around over here. Is this a road? I think this looks like a trail at least. The last time we were able to drive right up to the lake. Oh my goodness. This is definitely the way to go. Wow, I did throw the chainsaw in today for good measures. We are getting close to the lake. Oh, jeez, that was a big bump. Oh, just saw another grouse fly up. At this point, it's we're focused on fishing. Focused on fishing and focused on keeping all 4 wheels and all of our axles in line. Oh my goodness. Where is this lake? Where is this lake? Gotta be close. I see water on the map. This is it. This is the end of the road. And right over there is the lake. So it's gonna be an easy walk right down there. See if the rain holds off. It's supposed to downpour for about a half hour. So I don't know if I should wait or if I should just head out and fish. Maybe we'll load everything up and we'll see where it's at. But step number 1 while I'm waiting is gonna be to turn the truck around. Don't really have much room to work with, so it's gonna be about another one of those 15-point turns. I'm not gonna make you guys watch this one. We'll get the truck turned around, then we'll start unloading. Final turn. There's definitely some tricks to getting a vehicle turned around in tight spaces, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably way better at it than I am. It's rain. I don't know. I did bring a rain jacket. All right. Got a little bit of a break in the rain. I'm gonna get everything unloaded. Then it looks like there's gonna be another round of rain. So, like I said, we're fly fishing. Brand new fly rod. You guys have probably seen this thing hanging out in my truck. I've been waiting to debut it on this lake. And now the day is finally here where we're gonna unbox this bad boy and put her to use. 9-foot, 8-weight, 4-piece. The brand is called White River Fly Shop. Got it at Bass Pro Shop. I've never used an 8-weight. Mosquitoes still, what the heck? And it came pre-spooled with a leader that I'm actually gonna take off. These are actually a saltwater leader. I guess it's only just one. Well, I hope I don't break off. 30 pound, 7.5 feet. And it's got this little clip on here for flies, which I like those. Every time I try and untangle fly leaders, they get knotted up. That one wasn't too bad, actually. This must actually be like a wire of some sort tied onto the end. And then you've got your fluoro, which is what will connect to the fly line. So we cannot break off on this leader because it's the only one we got. Maybe I should bring that other one just as backup in case. I also have all my normal fishing gear. So I don't know if I want to bring all that out with me, but we do have it in case we're struggling with the fly rod. I have no idea how casting is going to go. I have no idea how catching is going to go. Essentially, the only experience I have fly fishing is for 8 to 12 inch trout. So anything we hook into in this lake should put up quite a fun fight. Bought these, I think they came off of a small shop. Found them on Amazon, but they do have their own website. I think they came from New York. saltwater, freshwater, toothy critter, any sort of predator fish. Clip that on, and it's got a single hook in there. Pretty sizable hook. This is gonna be fun. I bet we're gonna do this again sometime. And I think just for the heck of it, in case we are really struggling today, I'm gonna bring another tackle box, another pole, throw this in the back. That way we don't have to come back for it. I don't really have a great spot for this. Maybe just stick her right along the side there. That'll do. I need to get this thing rigged up with some rod holders. I don't know if this rain is gonna let up, so I'm just gonna head out, fish in the rain. Supposedly this jacket's waterproof, so we'll see what happens. That's okay. A little rain won't hurt us. As was the case last year, super clear water. Water's really cold too. Hopefully this rain is just about done. It's definitely a little different than casting a small fly. I do not feel like I'm doing this right. All right, we're coming up to the first set of weeds. Really kind of the only set of weeds in this entire lake. And this is where these fish were hanging out, was right in this corner. That was a little better cast. Oh, there's one. Got him. Oh, no. That was cool. Oh, crap. That was it. Maybe I'll try throwing a white fly. Just on the off chance that he's still around, we'll give this a try. My arm's getting tired. I think I need to switch over to a regular lure. Try and get at least one fish on the board. I know they're still in here. We had one take. Been fishing for about an hour, but throwing around heavy flies on a 8-weight fly rod is a workout, I will tell you what. So we're gonna rig up the other pole. Where are these dang fish? This is just a testament to how dynamic a lake can be. Last time I was here, oh, on. I guess I just had to complain about them. Here we go. That feels like a decent pike. Got them wrapped around the weeds. Oh yeah, nice looking pike. Real nice pike. Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. We'll get him on the other side. Got him. Look at that healthy fish. We will take that all day. That would have been fun on the fly rod, but... Oh, geez, yeah. Yikes. That's how you cut your finger open. I know, buddy. I know. We got it. Open your mouth. There we go. There we go. It's a nice looking fish. Probably 25, 26 inches. Oh man, I think I got spiked by a tooth. There he goes. Nice healthy fish. Right back into the depths. Back into the weeds, and he is ready to go. Those teeth are sharp on those guys. Huh, feels good to be on the board though. If I can get one more on the spinning rod, or if I can get a bite, then I will switch over to the fly rod again. Super quiet. Kind of fun to run these baits right across the surface. Really gets those fish fired up, especially in the fall, this time of year. There's this weed patch that is super intriguing out in the middle. That might be worth throwing a fly at, or the spinner. I'm gonna head over that way. Yeah, we're definitely gonna throw a fly at this weed patch. There's gotta be a pike hanging out over there. Oh, there's one following it in. Dang. That was cool. There was one in there. Dang. Okay, we are back to the main bay. I do want to try and get one on the fly rod, so I'm going to spend the rest of the time fly fishing. Oh, the sun is almost coming out. That'll be a nice change of pace for the final 20 minutes or so here. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, I was just about to put sunglasses on and we hooked up on a decent pike on the fly rod. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is cool. I have never done this before. Luckily, he's not too huge. Oh, that is cool. All right, buddy. I think this one will fit in the net, thankfully. Got him right in the beak. There we go. Yes! All right, get him unhooked. Decent little pike. Not a trophy, but a perfect one. Fun fight on the fly rod. We're gonna get him right back. That was cool. He hit it when it was falling. Whenever you're ready, buddy. There he goes. Awesome. First pike on the fly rod. Heck of a fight. Wow, it's harder to pull them in on a pole like this. I think that's a good one to end on today. So I'm gonna head in. I'm getting hungry. Took a couple hours, but we sure did find them.